Hey everyone, I heard some interesting news today I thought I'd share with you. Not because I think it'll improve your life or anything, I just got a kick out of it and I wanted to share it with you. Anyway, um, VaultBox is releasing Series 4 on October 11th. Now, if you don't know what VaultBox is, it's basically a company that gives you a box with a graded coin inside and you pay a flat fee. So in this case, you would pay them $229 and they would give you a box with a coin that's graded by NGC. Now, a lot of people really love these things. I think they kind of love the excitement of it. I'm a little more conservative in my purchasing, so I don't want to spend $229 in the hope of maybe getting maybe a $5,000 or $6,000 coin, because your chances of getting a coin that's worth under 100, especially in this one, is a lot better than your chances of getting a $5,000 or $6,000 coin. Yeah, not for me really. Now this is their fourth one. The first one or two they did had multiple coins. I think they all had like 3 coins apiece in them. And this one has just one. And the better ones are red core. The not so good ones are black core. And like I said, you get 1 coin for $229. Now, in some of these cases, you could end up getting like this particular one has a theme. It's American silver dollars. So there are some good ones there. Some high graded Morgan Carson City dollars. If you get one of those, you definitely got your money back and then some. So definitely not bad. Problem is, if you go to the website and you look at the distribution, again, it's a gamble. It's an absolute gamble. The other thing is, it's kind of boring. When I heard that they were doing this, I said, "Oh, silver dollars. I love silver dollars." And they have Morgans. I like Morgans a lot. And they have peace dollars, and I like peace dollars. And they have American Silver Eagles, which I gotta tell you, they're made out of all silver. They have a face value of $1, but they're not like a real silver dollar to me. I know it sounds crazy, but to me, it's just not. It's like a flat out bullion coin. So they're going to have those 3. They're also going to have the new Morgan dollars that were made. I think they were started in 2020, was it, or 2021? And the peace dollars, which I got to tell you, I'm really not too fond of. Not a fan. Don't have any, don't want any. But here's the thing. It's silver dollars, but they left out a lot of stuff. What about trade dollars? I don't know about you, but if I was going to pay $229 for one of these boxes, and I pulled out a nice trade dollar, even a decent trade dollar, I'm just saying something with a straight grade, I'd be pretty happy with that. I'd feel like I really hit the jackpot, even if, like I said, it was a lower grade example. What about the seeded silver dollars? Again, give me one of those with a straight grade. I don't care if it was like, Fair 2 or AG3. I would be thrilled to have a seeded dollar at any rate. And then one graded. I would love that. But they don't include the seeded dollars. They don't include the trade dollars. And they certainly don't include any other vintage dollars in there, which kind of sucks. The other thing, and this I know won't be a popular opinion, they didn't include any Eisenhower dollars. Now, I know there are some people out there who think that Eisenhower dollars are nothing but garbage and crap and they're worth about $1, maybe $1.10. But that is absolutely not the case. If you look at the Eisenhower series from 71 to 78, a lot of those coins are really not too plentiful in certain grades. When you look at the business strikes, now I'm not talking about the proofs, which are almost always PR69 DCAM, and you see the occasional 70. And I'm not talking about the silver ones, which are pretty easy to find in MS 65 or 66. I'm talking about the circulation strikes that were just thrown in big, huge bags and, often thrown into slot machines and stuff. But a lot of those coins, if you can find them, like say in MS 66, they can be quite valuable. Now, it depends on the year a little bit. Like with the 71s, you know, a 65 might cost you, like, say, $150 value-wise, at least by the price guides. And in other years, 66 will get you that price. 67 will be even more. Then there were some varieties like the 72 Philadelphia Type 2. That coin can go very high. That can go into multiple thousands of dollars. So it would have been nice to include one of those. So besides the lack of variety in the VaultBox Series 4, and I gotta tell you, they have so many Silver Eagles. Oh my God. You know, it's like they got a handful of nice Morgans and nice Peace dollars, and they just filled everything out with Silver Eagles. Enough with the freaking Silver Eagles. My God. Let me tell you something. I know that if I ever bought one of these things for $229, I know I'm going to end up getting like a $60 Silver Eagle. And the only reason why I call it even a $60 Silver Eagle is because some fool will pay more money if it's in a holder. It's not really worth much. I mean, if it's a 69, it's a 69. A 69 graded Silver Eagle's a dime a dozen for most years anyway. But what I don't like on top of all that is, well, they're NGC graded, and I think NGC is a really solid company. I just prefer to buy PCGS graded coins, just my preference. But I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with them. What I do find something wrong with is that the coins are going to be graded by NGCX. Now, if you're familiar with NGCX, they don't use the 70-point Sheldon scale, you know, such as PCGS MS63. They use a 1 to 10 scale because they feel like it's easier for some non-coin people to understand 1 to 10 than 1 to 70. And I agree with that. Of course, I've never been a fan of dealing with the lowest common denominator when it comes to intelligence, so that doesn't make me a fan of it. If you want to get into coins, I think that's awesome. And I think we should all help anyone who is looking to acquire knowledge. But guess what? It's based on 1 through 70. Deal with it. Now, originally, the NGCX grading was supposed to be only for modern coins. So that made it not as bad because I don't really care how people grade their Silver Eagles or their, 2011 Jefferson Nickels. I don't care. But they're grading them. They're grading like all their silver dollars like this. So they'll be grading Morgans like this. They'll be grading Peace dollars like this. Not the the new Morgans that I dislike personally from like 2023, like the actual real Morgan dollars. And I'm wondering how that's going to affect their value. I mean, you can kind of figure out what's what here. I mean, if you, well, even kind of, because if you have a Morgan that's graded let's say 98 or 9.8, I think they call it. Well, does that translate to like a 68? Maybe, maybe not. But then that makes you wonder, is it kind of between grades? Because when you're looking at valuable coins, and sometimes even not so valuable coins, the value might go up, a few bucks with each point that you go up. Then all of a sudden, once you hit a certain amount, it just skyrockets like crazy. You might see a coin that's worth $100 in MS63. Then all of a sudden it doubles. It's worth $200 in MS64. And then maybe in 65 it's worth $500. 66 it's worth $1,000. 67 it's worth $15,000. That happens. So how is this going to translate into the traditional Sheldon scale? How do you actually really find a price point? Now I'm speculating kind of on behalf of other people because I personally wouldn't buy them. I don't buy NGC coins. And I absolutely would not buy one of these NGCX coins. I just don't like the grading system. I'm really comfortable with the Sheldon scale. It's familiar, and I like to stick to it. So basically, between the fact that it's NGC, it's NGCX, which makes it really bad for me, and the fact that this thing is littered with so many Silver Eagles, I mean, I'm a firm no on this thing. But with that said, I have no doubt that lots and lots of people are going to buy these things. They probably have thousands of boxes ready to go out right now as we speak, and I have no doubt that they are going to sell out. I bet they sell out the same day, and if not, pretty close to it. And I bet there's a lot of people who take advantage of the limit, which is 3 per household. But I can tell you, I won't be buying any because I look at it this way. $229 MSRP, and I believe that the shipping is additional. So 229 times 3 is $687, plus the shipping will take you over $700. I can buy a really nice coin for $700. I can buy a few really nice coins for $700. I'd rather go out and pick exactly what I want, or, and I know people don't like this, but maybe I'd go on eBay and see if maybe I can buy like a $300 coin for like 200. It's happened. I do it a lot actually. If you look at eBay enough, you see some really good deals out there. It's good for flipping and it's good for building your collection. So doing this is like the exact opposite. Whereas the whole eBay looking for a good deal thing, it requires some work and and some knowledge. This thing, you just fork over $229 and you kind of get your surprise in a box. It's like going to your friend's birthday party and they give you like a treat bag at the end. And you're like, oh, what's in here? Except the difference is you're paying $229 and you're probably not going to get something as sweet as what was in the treat bag because treats are sweet. Anyway, enough of my complaining. Have a good one. I will talk to you later. See ya.